the first one we need to talk to is Ron. She could have told us before the trial started about her dad. She needs to give us an explanation.
You
Especially
set me
Tally.
up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alaray. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
I'm sorry, Ron, but that was too far.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
Yeah.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Let's see. What can you tell me about that ship?
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
Huh.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
So basically we have no idea what the status is on that ship.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship.
That's exactly what I am saying.
Great.
The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
Jinx, Tally. Would you care to elaborate on your relationship with Rael Zora?
How long have you known Tally's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tally was born.
Aww.
Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it.
Aww.
I was the one who took Tally from her mother and put her in the bubble.
Put her in the bubble?
She cried so hard.
What kind of bubble?
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
Oh, okay.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely.
Huh.
We don't wear suits until adolescence.
Oh.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
Huh. And what about her dad?
I'm not hearing much about Rael's involvement in Tally's life.
Yeah, I really
It's
haven't.
difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
Yeah, you
If
did.
you say so. Real was
you didn't really elaborate.
committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tally and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
Well, he's not the only father that I'm sure has done that. Has tried to show his love through what he did for his career or for his job. Especially probably military fathers. I'm just guessing. I don't have any personal experience with that. That's just my own guess or interpretation. So, what kind of evidence do we really need?
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tally, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
Huh. By the way, I noticed the admirals were kind of arguing and bickering amongst yourselves. What was that all about?
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that?
Yes,
the
I
guest
did
presence
catch that.
makes this a touchy issue.
I'm very observant
the
that
Admiral of
way.
the board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
What?
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I'm
Now?
not, Tally, but others are.
That's a terrible idea. With the Reapers coming, that is a terrible idea.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back.
I
We
understand
have paid enough for our
that.
mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
And but that's not a good direction for the wind to be blowing. I'm just saying, with the Reapers coming, you can't afford to start an all-out war to retake the homeworld from the Geth. It's a terrible idea.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Okay, so at least we let her know it was over the line, which he did to Tali there. Let's see. Who else is over here we can talk to? Oh, Cal Rieger, he's here. Look at that, it's Cal Rieger. He's okay.
Loyalty.
Cal Rieger.
Good to see he's up and about.
Shepard, Talizora.
Doing all
Good
right.
to see you both.
Same
Wish
to
you
you,
were under
Cal.
better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the Sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Huh.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
Look, I'm not a scientist, I'm just a soldier grunt. Nah, he's okay. By the way, how's your health? You fully recovered since Haystrom?
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though.
Ah.
Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
Huh. So, alright, I want to hear your opinion about this, because fighting right now would seem pretty risky for you guys, and you are a soldier, so I want your opinion on this.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
Huh.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
Yep.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single
Yeah,
shot.
Tali,
No,
but...
Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Yeah, see, Cal's got, he knows. He's got that figured out. He's like, nah, this would be a bad idea, because we don't have what we need to pull it off. So, Cal's very smart. So, by the way, why exactly are you on this ship here? Why exactly are you here?
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Talizora.
Aw.
Served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just
Isn't that
stating facts,
awesome of
man.
him? Can you help out somehow?
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name.
Huh.
They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
Oh, we can.
You did the
Trust
right
me.
thing. Thank you.
Yeah, trust me, we can handle it. So, one last thing. About this dark energy.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy.
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation?
Mm-hmm.
The sun's getting old. Only it's not.
Huh.
Dark energy.
It's old, but
It's
it's
reducing
young.
the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
It's young, but it's old. Wait, what? Do you think the Geth might have done that?
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. They can screw up a star. Our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I doubt the Geth
I don't
would be
think
behind
this is
it.
the Geth.
Yeah.
It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately.
Doesn't seem like something the Geth
Too
would do
inefficient
anyway.
to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
Would this really be that big of a problem, though?
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now.
Okay.
But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Yeah,
Some days
probably.
I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Well, good to see you. Okay, you're doing okay, Cal.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
Thanks, Cal. Let's see. Oh, look, it's Vitor.
Shepard spoke well
Remember
of the
him?
Admirals.
The guy that we met on Freedom's Progress who helped us figure out that it was the Collectors? He looks okay.
Shepard, how did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Would you be able to speak for Tali on her behalf?
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the Admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
It's okay,
Vitor
Vitor,
is
it's okay.
doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
Okay.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Seems like he still hasn't fully recovered from what happened on Freedom's Progress. Is there... I know you already confirmed, or like, might as well ask. Have you thought of anything, or have you remembered anything since last time?
Do you remember anything else about the Collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
want to help,
I'm
but
sure
I
it
can't.
terrifies him in
I
his
didn't
nightmares.
see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Well, I hope you feel better, Vitor.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
Yep.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Aw, thank you. So this is one of the admirals. Admiral Zen. She, said, one line during the trial. It was all really the other admirals. Let's talk with her.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
So... you owe Tali as well. Yeah. I should figure out what... She didn't really make it clear during the trial. What exactly is your stance on Tali in this trial, Zen?
You didn't say much during the opening statements, Admiral.
There wasn't much to say. This trial is a waste of time.
Huh?
It matters a great deal to me.
Yeah?
If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Wow. She really doesn't, really have a care about it. She just thinks it's all a complete waste of time. Let's ask about that.
In this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Han Gerel and the cowardly Zal Chorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
I take it that means you study AI?
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth?
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
Wow.
You're insane.
Yes, she is. All she cares about is re-enslaving the Geth to serve the Quarians. Wow.
It sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Han Gerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zal Chorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shala Ran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
How does this change things?
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shala Ran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
Exciting? For who exactly? So you think Rael was right?
You support experiments on living creatures?
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood
Surgery
toys
on a
explains
childhood
a great deal,
toy.
Admiral.
Wow.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine.
Huh.
It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
This is now kind of when the issue of is an artificial intelligence a living creature or not really becomes kind of a big topic of discussion and issue in the lore of this franchise. It really tackles this issue a lot, especially when we get to dealing with the Quarians and the Geth. Is there anything that you can tell me about the lab ship, Zen?
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Huh.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same, Zen. But you're a little too crazy right now for me. You're a little too obsessed about wanting to re-enslave the Geth to serve their masters.
This is on their heads.
Yeah. On the Paragon side, it's like, no, sorry. Geth are even though they're AIs, they're living creatures. Enslaving them is not really right. Alright, so we have the two remaining admirals, Chorus and Geralt, to talk to. Let's talk with Geralt. He seemed like he was wanting to defend Tali.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Rahn got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangerel Vasnima. You got Admiral Chorus backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. Glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
Oh, that's great. Backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. That is great. Oh my gosh, I can now just picture Rex. It's like, oh boy, wish I hadn't had those 6 burritos. Oh man, that was great. Well, he's clearly, invested in defending Tali, but remember what Zen said. Zen said he just sees the Geth as enemies to destroy, and probably in favor of trying to retake the homeworld and just wiping out the entire Geth race. Well, knows how to handle a courtroom. So you are on Tali's side.
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rael inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
So why don't you tell me about that little infighting issue that you guys had?
It sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you?
Yes, I did.
Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
Which is not a good idea.
I know Father wants to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
That's a risky proposition, Geralt.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
Yeah.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Or you could just have some ships keep the non-combatants and just keep them away from battle, or take them to some other colony and let them stay there. You don't have to retake the homeworld in order to keep the non-combatants away from the war with the Reapers. Do these guys really not think this out? Alright, why don't you tell me about the other admirals, Geralt? I want to hear from you. What your opinion on the other admirals are.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, as Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She
Yeah, no
takes fleet
kidding.
safety very seriously.
Huh.
On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth.
More like enslaving the
She
Geth.
sees the benefits of Rael's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit wetter he always was.
And what exactly is it that makes him so bad?
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him.
Well,
I'm afraid.
maybe because he's thinking in terms of what we're thinking of. That's a very bad idea. But he's taking a different approach for it than we are. I would, rather than, I mean, we don't know if peace could be done, but, that should be the ultimate objective, not let's find some other colonies. I would, peace and living cooperatively on that home world should be the ultimate goal. So what exactly is your history with Tali's father?
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. A crew of 10, and 6 were dead.
Oh, man.
Kinetic barriers were down. Rael and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Just the two of you against a bunch of Batarians? Man, what happened?
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rael looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back.
Wow.
The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rael for you.
He's like, look, we're just kids. They can't charge us with anything. Wow. Does he know anything about the ship?
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rael was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Yeah, but I'm not those Marines.
My father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali, but if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Alright, thanks, Garrel.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Okay, let's talk to this Admiral Corris.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard,
Wow.
this is Admiral Zalcoris Vas Quib.
Quib
Do not
Quib?
ask about the name.
Oh, I
I
am
take
gonna
no
ask.
pleasure in this, Tali, truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
What? How dare you say that to our face?
What exactly is your problem with my crew
Yeah, what
member,
exactly is
Admiral?
your problem with
I
her?
respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Sarah are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth.
That's not true.
The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
Corris has an excellent point. The Quarians tried to kill them, so the Geth defended themselves. By the way, I have to, for what you just said, I have to ask. Quib?
You have a ship named Quib Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
So why not leave that ship and get another one with a better name?
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
Alright, I want your take on the infighting amongst you admirals.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
So you favor peace?
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard.
Huh.
We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups.
I actually agree with Chorus.
That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Tali Zora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
Wow.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
I agree with him in terms of that they should at least attempt to see if peace is possible. But he doesn't, Tali's ultimate goal was to help defend her people, not to destroy every Geth possible. I mean, at least that's why I think she believes.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
Wow. I agree with his stance on the Geth, but at the same time, the way he is just constantly, he says he respects her. He's constantly disrespecting her right now. It just rubs me the wrong way.
We should move on.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Tali Zora.
I don't like the company here.
Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.